Welcome back to Soda City Living. When you think of the perfect pair, I'd guess you wouldn't think that a camel and a cow would be considered just that. We're back with our friends at Goat Daddy's Farm to learn about more amazing animals. So who knew a camel and a cow would be best of friends? Well, just about anything is possible here at Goat Daddy's Farm in Elgin. So Jason, tell us about this friendship here.
So Abu came to us with a broken leg. He was being toted across the United States. Somebody was trying to sell him as an exotic pet, and he needed a surgery, and we ended up taking him. We purchased him and then took him to NC State and vet school, and he got surgery that he needed on his leg. Then went back 2 weeks later to have the surgery redone or removed, the pins removed. And then our cow came to us. Our vet actually texted me and said, we'll be there in 30 minutes. There's a half-dead cow that we just got, and we need a place for it to go, and you're the perfect place. And I spent the next 12 hours working with that cow. She stayed the first 6 hours, and we pretty much round the clock for a couple of days nursing that cow back to health. And he is one of the happiest animals. He's like the most thankful rescue story that I could say I've ever had.
Yeah.
He is just happy to be alive and happy to live every day. He's eating his alfalfa pellets now, and he knows he's got his buddy behind him.
Yeah.
Jonas and Abu.
Yeah.
And as long as he's got a little bit of grass and a nice barn, he's happy as he can be.
So Abu, before last time we came, he was up near the front in a pen just alone. So why was that?
So after his surgery, I was really nervous for about 2 years until he had like grown a little bit. His legs had firmed up a little bit. They have growth plates. Camels have growth plates in their leg. So if those growth plates get knocked out of whack at all as they're growing, it can be really, really bad for them. As you can imagine, something that large needs really healthy legs to walk around. So we kept him alone, but he had animals on both sides with him that he could interact with, and then he could see Norris. And cows and camels are very similar species also.
Which is surprising.
Yeah, so we were like, well, let's try it out and see how they go together. And once we moved him down here, he's almost full grown. He's got about 500 pounds to go, which isn't that much when you're a camel.
Yeah.
But he's healthy and he's happy. So we're like, well, let's try Norris out. So we bought Norris down here actually last week, and they have been best friends ever since. Like I never thought that they would be such good friends, but they sleep together, they eat together, they walk around and graze together, and it could not make me happier to see these two, how they ended up.
Amazing. And what is a camel's personality like?
A toddler. So a camel is a gigantic toddler, and you can't be aggressive with them when you're training them. What Jonas has him doing right now is called a cush, and he is doing that for Jonas because he trusts Jonas. He knows that Jonas would never do anything to hurt him. Jonas spends hours with that camel training him and brushing him out, and because of that, he will put himself in that vulnerable position with him. But if you were to say, give a camel a shot, instead of having your vet do it, he's going to remember that you gave him that shot, and he's not going to trust you.
He's going to hold a grudge.
Yes, he will hold a grudge in a heartbeat. So you always want to be, every encounter that you have with a camel needs to be a positive one. You cannot train them through negative reinforcement at all. So anything you see that camel doing at our farm is because that's what he wants to do. We may bait him with a little bit of food. Carrots are his favorite.
Yes.
But outside of that, he's pretty easy to work with.
And then how about cows? What are their typical personalities like?
Food. That's all he cares about is food. And right now he's actually shedding. As it gets warmer outside, he'll start losing his winter coat. And if you take a brush and start brushing him, he will just freeze up and go totally stiff, and you can brush all you want all day long. Jonas actually likes to sit on his back during lunch breaks, and we'll sit on there and look at his cell phone, and the cow just stands there because any movement that Jonas does feels like a scratch to him. He thinks it's a scratch.
Oh, it's so sweet.
Yes.
I love that these two are just best friends.
Yes.
Worked out so well.
Yes.
Abu the camel can eat an unlimited amount of carrots, but there are different ways to feed him. When we visited Goat Daddy's last summer, Jason showed us how to feed Abu with a carrot that you hold in your mouth. Since then, my boss has been begging me to do that. I refused until now. Here's a look. Give me a little crash course.
So literally just make sure as much
to
of the carrot is sticking out of your mouth as possible. Like don't leave just one lip because then it's going to be a French kiss. You just want him to, he's got prehensile lips, so you want him to be able to use those lips to grab it and not grab you. So.
Okay. You got one shot.
Hold on, I gotta get everything going.
Abu. Did I get it? No, I didn't get it. Here, sweetie. Sorry.
I mean, that was almost
I tried.
kiss. You were like, there's
I
only
had,
one
like,
carrot, we're getting rid of it
as much
now.
as I could have sticking out. Maybe I'll try again next time. We'll be right back here on Soda City Living.